right, let's dive deep today. We're going to explore Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power and how it connects to building wealth.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, you sent over these excerpts. The 49 Laws of Power, unveiling the secrets to wealth, and also navigating the ruthless business landscape. Mastering the laws of power.
Yeah.
And it's like they're saying these laws are like a secret playbook.
Almost like a secret society.
Yeah.
For
financial success, right. Like, should we be taking notes or something?
It definitely has that mystique to it, doesn't it? It makes you wonder, are these just like some corporate ladder climbing tactics, or is this like a real hidden roadmap to getting ahead?
It really does feel like we're getting a glimpse behind the curtain.
Yeah.
See how those at the top, got to where they are.
Right. And one of the things I find interesting right off the bat, the first law, never outshine the master, really emphasizes this strategic positioning.
Yeah.
It suggests that respecting those in power isn't just about, surviving. It's about getting mentored and getting those doors opened.
So it's not just about being a yes man.
No.
It's about recognizing that, somebody who's already achieved a certain level of success can guide you and give you those connections that you might not have.
Right. And then when you look at another law that really stands out, especially in the world of finance, conceal your intentions. It makes you think about,
Oh, yeah.
like a negotiation. If you show your cards too early,
right,
you lose all your leverage.
Yeah, it's like those bidding wars.
Oh, for sure.
Like you're trying to get a house or something, and
exactly.
if your competitor knows how much you're willing to pay, then they can easily outmaneuver you.
Exactly. But if you hold back,
right,
you might get a better deal.
Yeah, keep them guessing.
So conceal your intentions is not about being dishonest. It's really about being strategic.
Yeah.
It's about that ambiguity.
Being smart, being strategic.
Until it's the right time.
Yeah, it's like playing poker.
Exactly.
With building wealth, with business.
And this idea of games actually segues nicely into another law, court attention at all costs. And we see this everywhere, especially now.
Oh, yeah.
To build a brand,
Yeah, so much noise.
You got to stand out. And our sources even mention Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah, Elon Musk.
That's an example.
We'll love him or hate him.
Yeah.
That guy knows how to get attention.
He's always in the headlines.
All the time.
But it's not just about being a spectacle.
Right.
It's also about being innovative, right?
Yeah. Pushing the boundaries.
So court attention at all costs is not about just being sensational for the sake of it.
Yeah.
It's about showing your value.
Right, yeah, making sure the right people notice you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like that old saying, you got to toot your own horn.
Right.
But instead of just being loud and annoying, it's like, you got to create, music.
Right.
Something that resonates with people.
Exactly.
That's interesting. Crush your enemy totally. Intense. Yeah.
A little cutthroat.
Especially when we're talking about building wealth.
Yeah.
Like, do I really have to just obliterate everybody to get ahead?
Right. It sounds like, scorched earth policy.
Yeah.
But when you really look at it, this law in the context of wealth building, it's not about, actually destroying your enemies. It's about understanding when you need to take decisive action to secure your position.
Yeah, like sometimes you need to be bold, make a big move.
Right, because in business, there's going to be competition.
Yeah, it's a fight sometimes.
And sometimes you need to, really knock them out.
Yeah, protect your interests. So use absence to increase respect and honor.
Interesting one.
That's kind of counterintuitive.
Especially now.
Especially now, when you're supposed to always be available, always be hustling, always be, on.
Right.
But this law says that, you got to have some scarcity.
Scarcity, exclusivity, exclusive.
Like those limited edition.
Yeah, the limited edition.
Products.
Yeah.
The harder it is to get,
right?
The more people want it.
Those handbags with the wait list.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you apply that to wealth building?
Right.
It means, you don't always have to be available to be valuable. In fact, being absent can actually increase your value.
Right.
It can give you more leverage.
Yeah. Very interesting.
So it's about creating that sense of in demand. And that actually leads nicely into the next law we're going to talk about, which is play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
This is where we get into the psychology of building a brand or a movement.
Is this where we get into like the Kool-Aid stuff?
Well, maybe not to that extreme.
Okay.
But you're thinking in the right direction. People want something to believe in.
Right.
They want to buy into a story.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like those brands that are more than just a product, it's a lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're selling an idea.
Yeah, a set of values.
That people identify with.
Yeah, yeah.
Think about some of the most successful companies out there. They've really tapped into that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that need to belong, to be a part of something.
Yeah, and when you believe in that, then you're more likely to invest in it.
Exactly.
Financially or emotionally.
Exactly. Now this next one, discover each man's thumbscrew.
Mm-hmm.
At first glance, you know, it sounds a little manipulative.
Yeah, a little shady, especially for wealth building.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to, you know,
exploit people, yeah.
Find people's weaknesses.
Yeah.
But really, it's about understanding what motivates people.
Okay.
It's about figuring out what their why is.
Right.
Everyone has their own set of desires, fears.
Yeah. Yeah. So instead of looking at it as like, how do I exploit this person?
Right.
It's more like, what makes them kick?
Exactly.
What are their motivations?
Right. So, for example,
yeah.
if you're, you know, working with investors,
mm-hmm.
it's about understanding what they're looking for.
Right.
What's going to make them invest in you?
Yeah, yeah.
Or if you're building a business, what does your audience really want?
Right, yeah.
What do they need?
So it's about finding that win-win.
Exactly.
Where, you know, it's not just you taking. It's like you're actually providing something of value.
Yeah, exactly. And that actually takes us to a law that really emphasizes that value of hard work and investing.
Okay.
Which is despise the free lunch.
I like this one.
Yeah.
This one speaks to me.
Especially now, right?
Yeah, because there's so much of this, like, get-rich-quick stuff.
Get-rich-quick schemes, yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's a nice reminder that, like, real wealth takes time.
Time and effort.
Yeah, you gotta put in the work.
It's about recognizing that there's no easy path to real success.
And it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier about, you know, mentors and people who have achieved success. It's like,
they've put in the work.
Yeah, they've already done the hard work.
Yeah.
And they know the pitfalls to avoid.
Exactly. Their experience is invaluable, and they can help you along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, assume formlessness. This one's a little
abstract.
A little philosophical.
Right there.
Yeah, how does this apply to building wealth?
Well, think about it this way. The world of finance is constantly changing.
Oh, for sure.
The markets go up, they go down,
Yeah.
Technology changes.
All the time.
So to really thrive, you got to be adaptable.
Oh,
you got to be able to, you know, change with the current.
So it's not about having like a rigid plan.
No.
It's more about being able to, like,
flow. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, like water.
You know, adapting to whatever container it's in.
Right.
So the formless investor is the one who can see the changes coming and adapt to them.
Right.
They're not afraid to change course.
Yeah. If you're too rigid, you're going to miss out.
Exactly. You might miss some big trends and you'll get caught off guard when things change.
So assume formlessness is about having that mindset of being able to adapt.
Adaptability.
Being open to new information.
Right. And being ready to change course.
Exactly.
As needed. Yeah. That's great.
Because the landscape of wealth building is always evolving.
Yeah, for sure.
Always changing.
It's not static. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's about having that flexibility to move with the changes. And you know that kind of takes us to another interesting law, which is play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following.
Ooh, okay. It sounds a little
intense.
Yeah, intense. Good.
But it's fascinating because it's really about the psychology of building a brand, building a movement.
So are we talking about like those companies that like a really devoted following, like almost to an extreme?
Yeah, like a tribe almost.
Yeah.
You know, where people really buy into
more
than just a product.
Yeah, it's more than just like what they're selling. It's like a whole
It's a lifestyle.
A lifestyle. Yeah, philosophy.
It's about those
Yeah.
companies that make you feel like you're part of something.
Right. You're part of a community.
Exactly.
Yeah, you belong.
And that's powerful.
Yeah, and then you're more likely to invest in it.
Right.
Whether it's your money or your time or your
energy.
Your energy. Yeah, your loyalty.
Exactly.
Okay. Discover each man's thumbscrew. No, this sounds
a little harsh.
Yeah, a little harsh.
Yeah.
A little manipulative, maybe.
So especially when we're talking about wealth building, like, am I supposed to be looking for people's
Their weaknesses?
Yeah, and exploiting them?
But it's not really about exploiting. It's more about understanding motivation.
Okay.
What makes people tick?
Okay.
What are they driven by?
So it's more about being perceptive than
malicious.
It's about if you're dealing with investors, for example,
right?
What are they looking to get out of it?
Yeah, what's going to make them invest in you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if you're building a company,
yeah.
what is it that your customers really want?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more about understanding and then creating something that
finding that
meets that need.
That win-win.
Yeah, win-win, right?
Where everybody benefits.
Exactly.
And speaking of benefits, this next law,
okay,
despise the free lunch.
Yeah.
It really emphasizes the value of hard work.
I like this one.
Investing.
Yeah, this one resonates with me.
It's a good reminder that, there's no free lunch.
Right.
You got to put in the work.
Yeah, there's no shortcuts to real success.
Especially with wealth building.
Yeah, and I think that ties back to what we were talking about before, the mentors and learning from those who have already...
They've put in the work.
Yeah, they've already done the hard yards.
And they can help you.
Yeah, they can guide you.
Avoid those common mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So assume formlessness.
Okay, this is an interesting one.
This is a tricky one.
Yeah.
How do you apply formlessness?
Yeah, it sounds very abstract, philosophical.
Yeah, but think about it.
Yeah.
Like this, the world of finance, of business,
yeah,
it's constantly changing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What works today might not work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to adapt.
Okay.
You got to be like...
So not rigid.
No, you got to be like water.
Yeah, flow, like water.
Flowing, adapting to whatever container you're in.
Right.
So the formless investor is the one who can anticipate those changes and adjust accordingly.
Right.
They're not afraid to change course.
Yeah. So if you're stuck in your ways, you're going to miss out.
You're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
You're going to miss those trends.
Right.
You're going to get caught off guard.
Yeah.
So assume formlessness is about having that mindset
right.
of adaptability.
Being willing to change.
Being willing to change, being open to new information.
Yeah.
And just being ready to shift gears.
Yeah, because the landscape is
constantly evolving.
Yeah. It's dynamic.
Yeah.
It's not static.
Exactly.
It's like we've been given this secret decoder ring.
Yeah.
For understanding how power works in the world, especially when it comes to wealth.
And the thing is, these laws, they might seem a little ruthless on the surface.
Like the Machiavellian, cutthroat.
But really, I think they offer some really valuable insights into how things actually work and how we can use those dynamics to our advantage.
Yeah. So it's not about, becoming some kind of
evil genius
or a power-hungry,
tyrant.
Yeah, it's more about...
It's about understanding the rules of the game.
Yeah.
So you can play it effectively.
Right, and ethically.
And ethically, yeah, that's key.
Yeah, because ultimately, building wealth, it shouldn't be about...
taking advantage of others.
Yeah, exploiting people.
Yeah, or cutting corners.
Right, it should be about creating value.
Exactly.
And providing,
real solutions.
Yeah, solutions to problems. And doing it in a way that benefits everybody.
Right, building something sustainable.
Yeah, something sustainable.
And I love how, these laws emphasize that that adaptability, being able to shift and change as the world changes.
Because things are constantly changing.
Yeah, the landscape is never static.
Right.
It's always evolving.
Right. So we have to evolve with it.
Exactly.
So, we've been talking about these laws
Right.
as this framework for understanding power
Yeah.
and wealth building.
Right.
But it's really about so much more than that, isn't it?
It is. It's about understanding
Yeah.
how to navigate
Yeah.
the world
The world, yeah, like on a deeper level.
on a more strategic level.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like we've been given this this
Mhm.
new awareness.
Yeah, a new set of lenses.
Yeah, new lenses to see the world through.
To see those hidden dynamics
Right. The forces at play.
that are always there.
Yeah, that we might not have been aware of before.
Right.
So hopefully, our listeners can take this knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and use it to make better decisions.
Make smarter decisions.
Yeah, to build stronger relationships.
And ultimately to create a life
Yeah.
that is more fulfilling.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So I want to leave our listeners
Yeah.
with a final thought here.
Okay.
We've explored these laws as a way to understand
Yeah.
power and wealth,
Mhm.
but what about you?
Yeah.
Like what's your personal law?
My personal law.
Yeah, for success.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
my guiding principle has always been to seek knowledge,
Okay.
to really understand not just the what,
Yeah.
but the why
Well, why? Yeah.
behind things.
Yeah.
Because I think true power
Mm-hmm.
lies in that ability to connect the dots, to
Right.
see the bigger picture.
Yeah, to see the patterns.
Yeah, and to use that understanding
Mm-hmm.
to make a positive impact.
To make a difference.
Yeah.
That's fantastic advice.
Thank you.
So, to our listeners out there, as you continue on your own journey,
Right.
remember that knowledge is power,
Absolutely.
but wisdom
Yeah.
is knowing how to use it.
How to use it. Yeah.
So stay curious,
Stay curious.
stay adaptable,
Mm-hmm.
and never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
And who knows, maybe someday
Yeah.
you'll be sharing your own law for success
I'd love to hear it.
with the world.
That would be amazing.
All right. Until next time,
Yeah.
keep diving deep.